Hey everyone, this is Avery Hunter, and we're going to discuss today's threat of potential significant weather for the majority of North Carolina. We do have a couple of changes from the last time I put out a video was Sunday afternoon, but it's generally mostly the same as yesterday. Like I said, we do have this vigorous upper level trough here located over by Michigan right now, very strong but during this time of year, and that is the same system that will bring us our severe weather this afternoon. We do have some uncertainty now, as we now have this area right now of showers and thunderstorms moving into western North Carolina that came from a complex of thunderstorms Sunday night here. So this may bring a little bit of a damper to our severe weather this afternoon, but I don't think it will be too much at the moment. And we do expect the atmosphere to recover before the threat this afternoon. Generally the same threat again. The Storm Protection Center has issued enhanced risk for our area. This enhanced risk has been extended a little farther to the west right at the moment. Again, we're still suspecting supercells to develop this afternoon in western North Carolina. The supercells will then form into one complex line of thunderstorms and then move off the coast by early Tuesday morning. Let's look at the categories of our risk here. So again, the enhanced risk here. Our main threat is damaging winds with our storms here, and we do also have a isolated tornado risk as well. And a rare, large risk of large hail for the western Piedmont of North Carolina here. You don't get these hatch hail risk often. You don't get these hatch risks during the spring here, but uh, our our atmosphere is very impressive for this time of year. That threat will likely come when we have this initial threat of supercells that will bring the risk of significant large hail up to 2 inches possible. So that's basically golf ball size hail or larger. So that is the threat right there. So if you have a car, especially in the western Piedmont, like Charlotte, Greensboro, make sure to have your cars inside because that hail can definitely crack your windshield and damage things outside. We also have a threat for flash flooding as well. Up to an inch of rain in within an hour is likely for most of central North Carolina. With especially with the amount of rainfall we had last week, and this quick amount of 1 to 2 inches can cause flash flooding within minutes here. So make sure you do, if you do see flooded roadways, to turn around and don't drown. So let's look at our atmosphere, what it looks like. The atmosphere is a little bit lower than we had yesterday, but we still think that it should be plenty of enough to have a chance for severe weather for our area. So mid-level Cape, the convective along the convective available potential energy, it should be plenty of enough here with 2,000 Cape. Last yesterday it was around 3,000 Cape, but it was likely overdoing it. But we're now down to 2,000 Cape here with this model. Still plenty enough for severe weather. Still a lot of energy in the atmosphere where we'll have temperatures in the low 90s and dew points in the upper in the 70s. Should be plenty enough there. Shear a little less than last time, but again plenty enough. You see 30 to 40 knots of shear down here in central North Carolina when these storms do develop here. And then lapse rate still also no problem, still a little less than yesterday, but still plenty of lapse rates that will help keep these storms explosive, keep these thunderstorms, basically keep these thunderstorms, keep the maintain the thunderstorms, and uh, keep the subtrust supported, and that will definitely help bring that large hail risk for the western Piedmont. So some changes to the radars here. We'll look at both models like we did yesterday. We have the H4RR model first. The storms do develop here at around 4 p.m. according to H4R model. I still think it's a little bit too early. Still looking at possibly 2 to 3 p.m. These storms will develop. again, supercells that will create a large hail, definitely bring a large hail risk, damaging winds, and a potential isolated tornado. Um, let's go to 7 p.m. here. These storms continue to move on east. I do think it is a little less the coverage than the model is showing. I think it will be in line here. These supercells will get in the form of line. You may still have a supercell too that's still out of ahead of that thunderstorm, but these at this time we still expect this line to begin emerging around the late afternoon, early evening period. The storms then combine to a line here. Like I said, I do think this will be a complete line of showers and thunderstorms, more coverage than what this model is showing. But this should move into our area by to through central North Carolina by the evening hour and move away for us by 10 p.m., which will bring the threat to eastern North Carolina. And then by 1 a.m., these storms will start to move off the North Carolina coast. And then let's go and take a look at what the NAM shows here. The NAM actually doesn't have any thunderstorms starting to form until 4 p.m. as well. I still think that is a little early, probably again around the 2 to 3 p.m. period. 7 p.m. these storms start to basically merge to a line here. Again, a lot less coverage than what the models. Less coverage of the model. I do think it should become a line, but again, we'll still have to watch what the showers and thunderstorms do this morning and see how much the atmosphere can recover. Um, but yeah, these supercells begin to form back into a line here by 10 p.m. As you see, the line starts to move through central North Carolina to the Raleigh-Durham area. Again, damaging winds the main threat. And by 1 a.m., this starts to move past central North Carolina, moving to eastern North Carolina. This model is a little slower than usual, so that's definitely interesting to see here. And then by 4 a.m., these storms down move off to the coast. So what is the key points here? So again, severe weather is likely today. We do have again an enhanced risk for most of North Carolina. We're still going to watch and see what the showers and thunderstorms currently located in western North Carolina will do and how much that impedes the severe weather chances here for late afternoon, late evening time. I do expect these storms will be these showers will go by quick enough and early enough that the atmosphere should be able to recover enough to bring severe weather for our area this afternoon and evening. Again, we're expecting supercells to develop in the western Piedmont that will have an initial threat of large hail and damaging winds and potentially an isolated tornado. Again, before these supercells merge into a thunderstorm complex moving through central and eastern North Carolina with a main threat of damaging winds. Again, timing is going to be around 1 p.m. And through 1 a.m., though if the NAM model is light, will be more like 4 a.m. And again, once again, the main threat is definitely large hail with the supercells and damaging winds. And then once the line turns into a complex like thunderstorms, damaging winds will be a main threat. You could still get an isolated tornado out of this line here with the kinks in the thunderstorms, but again, damaging winds are the main threat. And then heavy rainfall will also be a main threat for our area as well, with a quick 1 to 2 inches possible. So yeah, if you are definitely, this is not a time to heed this warning. Prepare now. If you have loose items, do make sure you take them inside that so they won't become projectiles. If you have a car, especially in the western Piedmont, make sure you bring them inside when the severe weather hits because large hail will definitely be able to damage your windshield. So and yeah, I might if I do have if this computer can handle it, I do kind of plan on trying to do a live stream, but stay tuned for updates there. But yes, again, significant severe weather is looking likely for North Carolina. Stay safe, everyone, and have a good day.